Hey, what's up, Keith Kalfas? Hey, check this out. Bear with me real quick. I want to tell you a story, and I'm going to make it up as I go. Imagine if you heard screaming coming from a guy in a field, and you heard them screaming and yelling and hollering and going through rage and insanity. So you walk over to him, and you go, "What are you doing?" And the guy is digging a hole, or trying to dig a hole with a shovel, except for he's getting no progress done because he's holding the shovel upside down. He's got no gloves on. He's got blisters all over his hands. His hands are bleeding. He's got splinters in his hands, and he's dripping in sweat, trying to dig a hole with the handle of the shovel. So he's stabbing it in the dirt and pulling up these little tiny like spoonfuls and getting nowhere. And the guy's going insane, screaming. And you go, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to dig a hole with the shovel and it's not working. I'm trying as hard as I can. I've put in, let's just say he said he's put in all the research. He's prayed, he's screamed, he's cried, he's done everything he can. And he keeps pulling the work harder lever, and no matter how hard he tries and how long he sticks in there, it's not working." But you can see that he's digging with the wrong end of the shovel. You're like, "Bro, you got to turn the shovel around. You're doing it backwards. You're doing it wrong." And when you try to tell him, he goes crazy and he starts yelling at you. Well, that experience is what he goes through, and then when he finally realizes, he goes, "Oh," and then he turns the shovel around and he starts getting all this progress. Now he's digging a hole. See, you have to go through stuff like that in life to yourself. You got to be in the fishbowl going through this hell, this experience, this chaos. It's kind of like a guy walks up to a guy who's mopping the floor as fast as he can, and there's a flood, and he's frantically mopping the floor, but 10 feet away from him there's a sink that's plugged, and the water, the faucet is on full blast, the sink is overflowing, and there's water going all over the place, and you say, "Turn off the faucet, turn," and the guy goes, "Are you kidding me? I'm too busy mopping up all this frickin' water." Turn off the faucet. Are you kidding me? I'm too busy mopping up all this water to turn off the faucet. It's crazy. It's like you're treading water in the ocean, and you're swimming for your life, and the waves are splashing on you, and you're suffocating, and you're drowning to death, and then a boat comes along and it tries to throw you over a life preserver down to you. "Hey, take the life preserver, we're gonna pull you up into the safe ship." And he goes, "Are you kidding me? I'm drowning to death. I ain't got time for that life preserver." Well, I'm not saying that, I have a life preserver for you, or a shovel, and I'm not saying that, turn off the faucet, but I am saying that I almost know for a fact that that's how life is, that's how business is. That we are obsessed with our own story. We are addicted to our struggle. We're addicted to the story we tell ourselves, and the suffering that we're in of maybe being broke, or trying to get the phone to ring, or trying to get jobs, and dealing with that we don't see what's really going on. No matter how hard we try, we could try as hard as we want to see it even clearer, but a fish inside of a fishbowl can try as hard as he wants to see the fishbowl. The fish, but he still can't see it no matter how hard he tries. The fish can go insane until it dies, and it won't see. How do you get outside of the fishbowl and see it for what it is and go, "Ah, this is how it gets done"? I'm going to tell you how. I don't know how. No, I'm just lying. But think about something you've gone through in your life. I'll start out with the 3 stages of enlightenment. The first stage of enlightenment is you look at a hell you went through years down the road. You look back at it, you go, "Oh, now I see why that happened." Now you get all the benefit. You reap all the benefit, but you went through the stuff. You went through that hell, and now you get to reap all the benefit because you understand why you went through it, and you reap the benefit. Okay. The second stage of enlightenment I'm getting somewhere. The second stage of enlightenment is while you're going through the pain and suffering or the learning lesson, while you're going through it, you reap all the benefit and you understand, you see while you're going through it. You can see the lessons you're learning. You can feel the lessons you're learning. And you know you're learning lessons and you still go through the madness and the chaos. And you still go through it. But you learn while you're doing it. Okay? That's pretty common in evolution. The third final stage of enlightenment is what few people ever hit at all. And that is, you come up against a life problem, a challenge, something that's like overbearing. There's no way you can get this done, or no way you can deal with this situation. Maybe it be you, your business, or life, or someone else, some obstacle. Instead, you literally go around it. You quantum leap past it, or quantum leap through it, like whoosh, in real time, in the moment. And you reap all the benefit right then and there, and then you choose and execute what you want or what you don't want. You learn right then and there, and you don't even have to go through that stuff. That's an awareness that's very astute that you can't get. It has to be maybe earned through wisdom or through meditation or calmness or stillness, and it's there. So to divorce yourself from the chaos of the moment, to divorce yourself from the chaos of the moment and see it like a fishbowl so you can see what needs to be done and go back in and execute. I myself struggle with this like crazy. Like this morning, all my trucks broke down. Both trucks broke down at the same time. 7 landscape jobs canceled in a row. And then I just picked up my truck that got fixed. It was in the shop all day. And on the way to pick up the truck, then the power steering pump went on my other truck, and I'm behind on landscape jobs. It's like, see how I'm getting, as soon as I start talking about it, the emotions start going. Does that happen to you? So the more you do it, is the better and better you get it. The phone's ringing again. I'll just get to the point. There's a story. Week 1, there's a story. I'll just modify it. You're walking down the street. There's a hole in the middle of the street. You fall in the hole. It takes you a very long time to get out. I'm going to tell that for a different video.